of the sun. Well, I'm gonna walk from the place where I come from. Well, I'm gonna walk and leave you behind. I'm gonna walk 'cause you made me love you. I can't believe I go so far away, but it lets me ease my mind. At the mountain I let myself go. The mountain listens, the mountain knows. You're gonna walk 'cause you say you love me. You're gonna walk and leave me alone. I let you roam, you soon realize I've got another place to go. Can't believe I go so far away, but it lets me ease my mind. At the mountain I let myself go. The mountain listens, the mountain knows that you're no good for me. Well, you're no good for me. I trust the mountain, she gives me pride. Well, I speak to her like she's my bride. She doesn't play any games, she doesn't laugh at me. She just listens and she knows. It's a full moon rising over a grassy hill. Late one afternoon, the sun is so still, and the seagulls fly back from the mist. I'll let you go on. Mistakes are hard to live with. A choir of angels can be heard. Reminds me of your face. You were my angel. Now I'm sleeping with the devil. Come save my soul. The clouds will clear sometime and let the sun shine through. And the seagulls fly back from the mist. I'll let you go once. Mistakes are hard to live with, so I'll let you go. Come fly back to me. Bring my sunshine back. It's been so lonely, peeking through the clouds. Is that you saving my soul? And the seagulls fly. And the seagulls fly back from the mist. I'll let you go once. Mistakes are hard to live with. And the seagulls fly. And the seagulls fly back from the mist. Hey everybody, welcome to Live at Chance's house. It is another glorious Thursday. Season 2 is upon us, and I couldn't be more excited right now to have someone that I've recently connected with, and his name's Rob Gaylard. Rob, how are you today, sir?
Good, thanks, Chance, and even better now I'm on your program. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm really excited. So for everyone, this is first time seeing Rob. He goes by the Nomadic, or the Nomadic Band, and you can find him on all kinds of places. I'll be pushing it out on the show. You'll be able to see where you can find him, all the links. We met on Instagram. He's got a great sound, and you know what? We just started chatting, and it ended up being an opportunity for us to talk a little bit, because I'm looking over his profile, and he's had a heck of a life already, and he's out making music. And just like all of us, we're trying to get past all of the things that are going on during the pandemic. But
wonderful artist and a lot to talk about today. So, Rob, why don't you just, because I want to know too, tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you get started in this whole crazy music world?
Well, thanks, and thanks for having me on the show. I think music's always been in my blood, and right from an early age, my dad played guitar and Spanish guitar, and my parents listened to the Rolling Stones and the Beatles. Were Australian, but we grew up very internationally. My parents were sort of working internationally when I was young, so I pretty much moved to 5 different countries before the age of 10.
Wow.
So that's really where the name Nomadic came in. And I guess I always just could find myself lost in a song or a riff, or some of those great 80s bands, Simple Minds, U2, Dire Straits, or any really classic sort of 80s pop song. Boys of Summer, for example. Things like that. I remember just getting completely lost, even at a very young age, in that kind of music. So that's where it started. And then at school in the UK, there's the whole kind of 90s, Brit pop, Brit rock scene, Oasis, Radiohead, Blur. And, a few of us at guitar played school and at school played guitar. And, you weren't worth your weight if you couldn't play, Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger, or Wonderwall. So that's really where it started. And I guess I was sort of 15, 16, 17, started to write songs, and it's just sort of continued ever since. But as you said, I've had a very nomadic career, and some of the countries I've ended up working in, not exactly conducive to a sort of rock and roll career, perhaps, some of the places I've been. So it really wasn't until I came to New York in sort of 2012, 13 that I was able to pursue the dream of kind of really launching my music.
Well, that's a great background to kind of give us an idea about how you got started. I kind of feel like we sort of have a similar background. I, as well, grew up listening to a lot of the stuff in the 80s. I mean, I'm in my late 40s at this point, so I'm certainly in tune with all the bands that you just mentioned. And there wasn't a night that I couldn't play Wonderwall at some place that I had to go play at. And Oasis, I actually liked that band. So listening to your music. So first off, I found you on a playlist that we're both on Spotify. And I don't know if you have this same problem, but I'll start listening to some of the music and I'm like, okay, rap, trance, dubstep. And I'm like, look, I appreciate all kinds of music, but it's just kind of not my thing. And then I ran across your track. I'm like, ooh, hey, who's this? And I just listened to the whole thing. Well, the song was Drifting. And man, it hooked me. I liked that song. It's in my wheelhouse. It kind of feels very similar to my style. But what was fascinating is the production was fantastic, and I really like all the instrumentation. So do you have a band, or is this all you?
Well, it's a bit of both. I mean, I do have a band that I play live with, but also a lot of the production I worked with my producer Steve Rossiter at Axis Sound, and we work out a lot of that ourselves, like the guitar and the piano and the guitar delay. So it's a bit of both. I mean, I have different musicians that I collaborate with and that I bring in, but the Nomadic is, I guess it's kind of mostly me, and then musicians that I bring in for different sort of songs and projects. And it's a pretty core group who play with me live. But obviously, sadly, that's been almost a year now since we've played live. So yeah, it's my songs, and then by bringing in different people to sort of support on different areas, and working with my producer on the final tracks.
Are you a multi-instrumentalist, or are you primarily guitar?
Primarily guitar, acoustic and lead, but I also I play piano. Like I've got some tracks coming out that are mostly piano based. So I songwriter, but I definitely write songs on guitar and piano for sure.
Is this right now your primary focus, but is it currently your primary job, or do you do something outside of being a musician right now?
Well, I've worked for the United Nations since about late 2002, 2003, managed to sort of work all around the world with the UN. And I took a year off in 2019 to focus on music. But then I went back in November of last year. So I work with the UN. I'd probably say they're both equally the same sort of passion, but they obviously sort of tick different boxes. But at the moment I do both, and I probably take them both pretty seriously.
Sure. No, I understand. I'm a working Joe, and I have a working passion for music as well. So I certainly
Right.
understand that. What do you find the most difficult part of being what I would say independent musician at this point? Do you have a label? Do you have anyone supporting you from a marketing side and a push that way? Because you've got, from what I can see on YouTube and Spotify, look, I know some of that is going to be marketing pushes that we all have to do. But you can't deny, 80,000 views of a video on YouTube. I mean, how are you promoting yourself, and how difficult is that for an independent artist? Because I'm feeling a lot of pain with this.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I think fundamentally, I've been having this conversation with a lot of people recently. My sister and a friend of mine who's more like a mentor to me in music, Stephen Nathan, who's off the band Don't Believe in Ghosts. So he's probably a bit of a coach and a mentor to me. And he was sort of reminding me that don't forget that you're primarily an artist. And I've always been a very sort of prolific songwriter and enjoyed songwriting. But as you know, sometimes you have to dedicate yourself to the business side, whether it's, trademarking or copyright or registering songs or the marketing, the social media, and all of that takes up a lot of time. So I enjoy that as well. But I think you always have to remember that first and foremost, if you're not producing good music, then you've got no leg to stand on. So I think, but fundamentally that has to come first, and it's a passion for all of us, right? So I think that has to come first, but there is that other business side of it. And I think what I've learned is to try and just bring in people where I may have a weakness. So it could be graphic design, could be building a website, could be social media, could be pitching to playlists, video production. I'm not personally very good at making music videos, for example, but I'll have ideas for treatments. So I try and bring in people who can sort of help me, because I don't think one person can do everything. So I think it's learning what you're good at and then what you can outsource. That would be my biggest advice for any independent musician. But frankly, I'm just like all of us, trying to find my way. So I don't want to set myself up as any kind of guru at all.
I understand. I think that there's a couple of things that I've learned through all of this, and since I've been having more time at home because I'm not getting out as much, I have had some of that time to focus on not only writing and getting out the content, as you say, because we're artists first, but I'm sort of a super nerd. So I do dabble in video production and handling social media things. I really do need help with that because I need to spend more time on the music side than I need to do on everything else. So another song that I heard that I know that you're pushing right now that you just recently released is Manhattan View. And right. I love the idea of the song. So first off, it's got, obviously comes from the fact that you live in New York. It's a great story of a song. Tell me a little bit about that. And when did you release it?
It was released on video 2 weeks ago, Friday, 2 weeks ago. And the single came out on the 29th of July. So it's been out basically since late July, the single, and then the video a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I mean, I live in Long Island City in New York. So I have that view of Manhattan. My apartment kind of looks over Manhattan. And yeah, I mean, I think you called it we were chatting on Instagram, it is the song about kind of the loss of someone, the loss of a relationship. And I was just sort of staring out one night from my apartment and just sort of jamming away with a couple of chords. And that kind of verse and chorus came to me, I see you on a clear Manhattan view, and it just sort of summed everything up. So it's kind of like, seeing someone's face in your head and outside your window when they've gone. I think it was written in the very early stages of quite a painful breakup. So, so it's just one of those songs that, just came together really quickly. I think I wrote it in one setting, and, the lyrics flowed, the verses, the chorus, it just flowed. And yeah, and it means a lot because I've lived in New York since September 2012. So it's just a little bit more than 8 years. And it's definitely become like a second home to me. And obviously everything that it went through recently with the COVID situation, like everywhere in the US and the world, just kind of wanted to pay a bit of tribute to New York and just sort of express my love a little bit. So it's sort of about obviously a person in a breakup in a situation, but it's also just a kind of bit of a tribute to New York.
Do you find that when you write songs that you write them pretty quickly, or do you find that it's an arduous process sometimes and you've got stuff you've been sitting on for 10 years?
It depends. Normally, I think my best ones, sometimes it's just one sitting, and then sometimes I piece together 3 or 4 different elements of various songs into one song. Like I have one, is it too late to start a revolution, which is definitely a bit of a hit when we play live, which will be coming out in the next few months. And that was 2 or 3 different songs pieced together. And lately during COVID, I mean, I've been writing a lot, but not always complete songs. So I'll have to sit down and see how I can piece all that together. But normally, I mean, that's the biggest buzz. I think, you know, you'll probably empathize when you sit down and something just magically comes together. But as a songwriter, it doesn't always happen like that, obviously.
That's true. How would you best categorize your music? Because I would probably say it's in the like indie acoustic rock sound. I don't know. Do you have a specific thing that you go, this is who I am as an artist? What would you classify your music as?
I think it's indie alternative rock. I mean, there is some, I mean, as we release more stuff, I think you'll see that there's different, I mean, there's been some kind of, you know, Bob Dylan comparisons with some of the songs which are more folky. Walk the Streets, I don't know if you've heard that, but we just released that last Friday. That's a bit more probably like country rock. There's some that are more country. So I'm trying to just, you know, switch it up and keep it sort of new and novel, because I am a relatively new artist. I guess it's 5 or 6 songs out now, and I'm going to just try to keep releasing one every month or 6 weeks. So, but probably indie alternative rock is most of what I write, I would say.
What's been so far the coolest gig you've played to date?
I always love playing the Bowery Electric in New York. I don't know if you've ever been there, but that's like a really, really cool club. 327 Bowery. The Bitter End as well is a very famous one down in the Greenwich Village. I really love that. Arlene's Grocery, Rockwood Music Hall. But I have a soft spot for Bowery Electric because that's, you know, where we first played. I think it was March 2017, and like a friend of mine said, oh, my buddy's band is sort of, you know, dropping out. Do you want to play? And it was like, we had like 8 days to rehearse. So it was kind of, you know, that was a bit of a sprint to the finish line, and it ended up, and of course, you know, everyone I knew came along and watched. So, and I remember being so nervous that day, you know, I could hardly move for the whole day. I was just so nervous about playing in New York. So that will always, you know, have a special place, I think, in my heart.
What are some of your biggest influences to what you do? I mean, look, like my favorite bands aren't necessarily the way I write. They certainly have influence on me. So, I mean, I listen to everything. Pink Floyd is probably my favorite band in the whole world. But they're not oftentimes the ones I listen to the most when I'm trying to dig in the well, so to speak. Who are some of your influences?
Well, definitely, you know, you'd have to say Oasis. I mean, that's kind of how I learned, you know, early guitar, Oasis, Radiohead, The Verve, early kind of Coldplay. But then, you know, sort of like Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan, again, you said Pink Floyd, U2. And then lately, you know, there's bands like War on Drugs. I like them a lot. Phosphorescent, that kind of Phosphorescent song for Zula. I was obsessed with that song in 2016. So yeah, The National, I really like The National as well. Anything that kind of blends sort of, you know, atmospheric kind of sounds with really cool, interesting songwriting. You know, that's kind of what I'm going for, I would say. So, and I'll try not to release something unless I'm really happy with, you know, the lyrics. You know, I'd never just put something out. So, you know, wait till I'm super happy with it.
You mentioned a lot of bands there, and of course, there's so many great classic rock bands from both sides of the pond, so to speak. I tend to listen to a lot of, you know, awesome classic, you know, English bands as well. I mean, Oasis is definitely someone that I love. I like Blur a lot, but I also tend to migrate, and I may even be dabbling a little bit in writing some songs that are going to be sort of in that almost electronic alternative rock sort of sound. Like I love Gorillaz, and I think that what they do is. Look, Damon Albarn and everything he does to me is he can't do wrong in my eyes. So I think that that's really interesting. Do you play around with some of those sounds? Do you like doing electronic beats? Are you experimenting with different types of sounds as you're trying to develop your own musical style?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and I have some different songs coming out that are a little bit more in that vein. And I'm also trying to switch up the way I write, you know, like not just always have me on a guitar or piano, but sort of mess around with Logic. And I think that's really key to keep growing and evolving and trying different things. I think that's really important for sure.
What's the one song that's taken off the most right now, and what's your favorite song you got out right now?
I think on Spotify, Beyond Blue is doing really well. And that means a lot to me because it's kind of about being there for someone, when they're going through a tough time with depression or mental health. And yeah, it's definitely something I've sort of experienced and seen a lot, in my family and friends. And so that's something that people, and I don't know if you've checked out the video, but I think the video is pretty cool. So yeah, if any listeners want to check out our YouTube, and definitely subscribe. But yeah, I mean, Beyond Blue is doing very well. I love Waiting. I mean, Waiting to me, I think is just a really cool song. And again, it's kind of about New York. And I think that would probably Waiting, but I mean, Walk the Streets is one of my oldest and best songs we just released that. And that has quite an upbeat feel to it. So I like the way that's sort of contrasted. It's a more of an upbeat feel versus some of the earlier ones and maybe a little bit melancholic. I think Waiting's still my favorite. I mean, a lot of people, like you say, love Drifting. Like my brother-in-law just loves Drifting. He's like, that was my family, obviously they're very loyal. And he's like, that's the best song I heard last year. I was like, you can't be listening to much music, but anyway, but a lot of people really love Drifting. But for me, maybe, I mean, I love them all, but,
sure.
And I might go through phases of like, at the moment it might be Walk the Streets, and a couple of months ago it was Waiting. But I think of the 5 so far, maybe Waiting's my favorite.
All right. Well, that said, we can't keep talking about this music without hearing some of it. So everyone, right now, we're going to play the latest from the Nomadic. This is Manhattan View.
Looking out on a Manhattan view, dark clouds and shades of blue, memories fading gently in my head and thoughts of you. Looking out as the clouds unfold, all those stories are left untold. Looking out in thoughts of you. Looking out, I see your face, knowing I can't be in that place. Bodies rest on a windowsill. Looking out with my mind on fire, full of thoughts of revenge and desire, knowing I can't sit still. And I see you, I see you, I see you. Looking out on a clear Manhattan view, where I see you, I see you. Looking out on a clear Manhattan view. Looking out where the fire in my head, knowing I got to put this to bed, knowing I can't get you back. Looking out with shame in my eyes, knowing I can't face their surprise, knowing you and I are dead. And I see you, I looking out on a clear Manhattan view, where I see you, I see you, looking out on a clear Manhattan view. I still see Manhattan view. I still see fading into blue on a clear Manhattan view. Right before my eyes, I see you.
Rob, I got to tell you, I heard that song really for the first time just a couple of days ago, and my wife and I listened to it again, and it's just such a fantastic song. She's from New York, and it brought back memories. She actually asked me, she's like, make sure you ask him where he's from, because I'm curious to know. She lived in the Bowery. She lived in the Bowery for years. She lived in Hell's Kitchen back a long time ago, before it was trendy to live in Hell's Kitchen. But she spent a lot of time there. So what a great song. Everyone check out the Nomadic. You can find him on Spotify. You can find him on YouTube. Give him a like. Make sure you check it out. The video production was great. I'll tell you what I really like about it, and maybe it's my affinity for like Floyd and other stuff like that, but man, your backup singers are great.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that like 1, 2, 3 people? Is it one person you do some effects with it? Because I mean, whoever that is, she sounds awesome.
Yeah, Monica Chalona, yeah, off Daphne Music. So she plays with me a lot and sings with me, and she's a fantastic, singer and singer-songwriter in her own right. But yeah, she has an incredible voice, and I think the mix with my voice, and then also Steve Rossiter, my producer, adding some backing vocals. I was really happy with how it turned out, and as I said, it's kind of a tribute to New York. And to answer your wife's question, I'm Australian, but I've grown up
Right.
as a nomad, and I currently live in Long Island City. And I would just say, the US generally, and New York it's kind of like a second home to me, just such a welcoming place for people to come and pursue their dreams and, pursue their creative passions. So I'll always have a very soft spot in my heart for New York and the US generally. It's literally like a second home for me,
I do. So when you decide to, okay, first off, not when you decide, I guess when we all decide that it's safe to get out, when maybe we all start doing the things we're supposed to be doing, and maybe we can, finally beat this virus so that we can get back to some normalcy in our lives. What's your plan? You said earlier, we were talking before we started, you said that, your plan is to do some touring around and, grab a guitar and get out and play some places. You want to do that with a group of people, or are you going to kind of go be nomadic a little bit across the United States and take trips around and try and find places to play? What's your plan when we can get back to normal here a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, the plan for the time being is to release all this stuff I've been working on, the songs and the videos, and to get the word out there. So thanks very much for having me on your show, and obviously try and build up a bit of a following, get the music out there, and then I think I'll do the nomad thing and just go out and play at a bunch of radio stations and I don't know, open mics and different gigs and just do that and test the songs out. And I mean, hopefully I'll have a bit of a following by then anyway. And then just spend a bit of time in different places in the US, get to know the US a bit, keep writing, keep releasing, and just be truly nomadic.
Is your job going to allow you to kind of take a break? Do you have the kind of position that lets you kind of come and go, or are you going to have to say, all right, adios, I'm finally done and I'm going to pursue this musical career?
I'm just taking it day by day. I think basically everyone at work is incredibly supportive of the Nomadic. I mean, they all wear the merch, they all listen to the music, and they're all like fully supportive. So I think there might be potential to take a bit of time off again.
Sure.
So that would probably be the the aim to take a bit more time off and see how it goes with the music.
So a couple of quirky questions, and then, just kind of anything you want to wrap up about. I'd like to know what you think. And listen, I know this was kind of impromptu, and maybe even some people might even think a little bit weird. Hey, how did you meet this person and what happened? Well, we met on Instagram because I told him I liked the song. But the musical community really is, has an open arms. Everyone's really just trying to support each other. And when you find things that you like and you create fans, because, look, I'm a fan. I'm going to support your music because I like it. I like the fact that you're on my show and that I'm able to help promote it. It does something for me, but ultimately the thing it did for me was it gave me a different influence, and it let me listen to something new that I really enjoyed. And I, thank you for what you do, because the music, I really like it. And I hope everyone else does too.
Well, thank you for that.
If you could go out on tour, say the Nomadic doesn't work out, you take the skills that you got and you could go out on tour with any band right now. They said, yeah, come on, you can come tour this. Who would you love to play with on stage?
Well, there's obviously the bigger acts, like the kind of, the 1975 or the National or the War on Drugs. There's a band from Austin that I really love and I've been checking out a lot called the Night Traveler. And I've been putting them on some of my playlists, and I've again contacted them on Instagram. Talk about a weird way of, maybe that's how I meet everyone nowadays, I don't know. But a couple of really friendly guys from Austin. They have this band called the Night Traveler, and it's definitely a band worth checking out. 1984 is a cool song. Burn is a cool song. They're all really cool songs. So if the Nomadic didn't work out, I was just having this thought the other day, maybe I could go and play rhythm guitar for them or something. But I'm like you, I like to support kind of bands that are coming up rather than, the big superstars. They don't maybe need our support, but definitely the Night Traveler is a really cool band. There's a great singer-songwriter from Brisbane, which is where my dad's from, Australia, called Mole Rat, song called Groceries. I think she's like 18 and she's already, got like millions of followers.
Wow.
So she doesn't need my support, but I definitely appreciate her songwriting. And my little niece in the UK is 10 years old and wants to be the next Mole Rat rather than the next Nomadic. So I've inspired and introduced her to some new music. So maybe a couple of bands like that, I would I might have more traction than if I contacted Chris Martin or Noel Gallagher.
So the first album I say I bought, I'm sure that it was because I did something, or maybe I had some birthday money and my dad gave me $10 or something. I don't know. But technically the first album I ever bought was 1984 from Van Halen. And the second one was Diver Down from Van Halen. What was the first album that you ever bought?
I think it would have had to been either Definitely Maybe or What's the Story, Morning Glory by Oasis in the mid-90s. I do remember in the late 80s, my sister had In Excess, I think, Kick in 87, 88, and she'd always play that. She'd always play Eurythmics, but I was a bit young then. I think yeah, What's the Story, Morning Glory probably is the. And I still remember the first time I heard Don't Look Back in Anger, I was like, whoa, that's like the best song that was ever written, So.
Definitely one of my favorites. I remember when it came out too. I must be just a little bit older than you, because I was in college when Definitely Maybe came out, and once the story Morning Glory came out, Oasis went on tour, and they came here to Dallas Fort Worth, and they played at a place that's no longer around, and it was called the Bronco Bowl. And I never knew about it, and I went there for the first time, and I thought, oh, bowl, like Hollywood Bowl, or like it's a circular bowl. Well, it was a half bowl arena, but it was literally in a bowling alley, and it was called Bronco Bowl, like to bowl. I'm like, that's the weirdest thing ever, but it was the coolest venue. It only held 3,000 people, and Oasis came to play, and I was center, like mid, so I was super close. And I'll never forget that while the band was kind of taking a break, Noel came out by himself with an acoustic guitar, and he played an acoustic version of Help by the Beatles. And that was the coolest thing I think I had ever seen at a concert up to that point.
Wow.
Because it was just real and it was raw. And he's like, hey, I just gonna play a song real quick. And then everyone singing. It's just like this moment of absolute quiet with the guitars from Oasis on an acoustic guitar singing a cover tune, and it was like the coolest thing ever. Anyway, that's my Oasis story. I
That's
don't
awesome.
I don't have much more than that, but those guys are definitely in, you know, my wheelhouse and music that I love to listen to. All right, so what's the final word, man? This is for you. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm just so grateful that you decided to come on, and I'm really glad to have had a chance to talk to you and get to know you a little bit. And I really hope that we stay connected, and maybe we can do it again when you get your next release out.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, my final word would be, you know, thanks for reaching out and thanks for having me on your show. It's great that you're doing this, especially during this, you know, difficult time. And I know for everyone, this is a bit of a tough time. So at the Nomadic, we're going to be trying to just release songs, release videos. So subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Spotify. And I think over the next few months and years, you'll be pleasantly surprised that you did. We're going to be releasing a whole ton of material and hopefully playing live as soon as this COVID thing is over. So yeah, check us out, and hope to meet you at some point in New York or on the road when I get out on my nomadic existence, hopefully next year. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
I would love that. And thank you so much. Well, guys, listen, you saw it here first. Maybe this is one of those times we're going to be on a documentary later. They're going to be asking questions, you know, 10 years down the road. Rob's gonna be saying, yeah, man, back before I got started and made all these millions of dollars and all these album sales.
Yeah.
There was this guy in Texas. He was the guy that started this whole thing off. Listen,
and I'm gonna be like, hey, look, you know, I played at the Super Bowl, but no one told me it was in a bowling alley.
So, guys, listen. Check out the Nomadic. His name is Rob Gaylard. He's got a lot of great stuff. Check out his bio too on Spotify. Just scroll down and look at it. I mean, that's what hooked me. I was like, man, this guy's been around. He's done a lot of things. He's got a fascinating life. You've heard a little bit about him. You've heard Manhattan View. We're going to segue before I play live tonight for Live at Chance's house. I'm going to segue. We're going to play another song from Rob. I'm going to do a grab bag. I'm probably going to play Drifting because I actually like that song. And I want you guys to be able to experience. But check him out on Spotify. Give him a subscribe on YouTube. All the links will be up here as well on top. And once again, hey, Rob, thank you so much for taking the time. And I really look forward to seeing what else you have to promote. And I can't wait to maybe, if your nomadic ways bring you towards Texas, I'm definitely going to try and come and see a show. And I definitely would like to meet you. So many blessings. Stay safe and take care.
Thanks a lot, Chance. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks for the chat.
Thank you. Guys, we'll be right back for more Live at Chance's house. I'll be playing live for you for the next hour. We'll see you soon. Season 2 continues on Live at Chance's house with the Nomadic. See you guys.
Like a long lost leaf on the wind, the night it will end as the daylight begins, wondering where today will take you, floating away Your trouble, and I mean it. Every guy here wants you, every woman wants you to leave. And I like that, and your tattoos, and the feel of your lips on my ear when you whisper by me the whiskey. Come on. Well, it's on. Bet your hands are like a candy apple red Corvette, burning up the corner mile. You got me all revved up, red line girl, that little black dress is driving me wild. I want to take you for a spin with the top down window and holler, let's get out of this place. Oh, look at you, girl, with all them curves, and we with no brakes. Have mercy, I wanna make this last. Well, every little thing about you makes me wanna slam my foot on the gas. Oh, whoa. Baby, let's go. I bet you handle like a candy up the red Corvette, burning up the corner mile. You got me all revved up, red line girl, that little black dress is driving me wild. I wanna take you for a spin with the top down window and holler, let's get out of this place. Oh, look at you, girl, with all them curves, and me with no. Yes, so come on. I bet you handle like a candy apple red Corvette, burning up the corner mile. You got me all revved up, red line girl, that little black dress is driving me wild. I wanna take you for a spin with the top down window and honey, let's get out of this place. Oh, look at you, girl, with all them curves, all them curves, and we would know.
What's happening out there, everyone? Welcome to Live at Chance's House. My name is Chance Munsterman, for those of you just now popping in. Hope you can catch the replay of my friend Rob and his band, the Nomadic. They got a lot of great music and some great videos, and they're going to be doing a lot of things in the new coming year. So I'm excited for them and wish them the best. And looking forward to when I get a chance to meet Rob and hang out with him personally. Just want to tell you guys a couple of things before I get started. Played the song from our RDO, No Breaks. It's got some exciting things that have happened. Last week it was played on 92.1 Hank here in Dallas, Fort Worth. And we also got some other exciting news that apparently there's some pretty serious country fans, Southern rock fans out in Switzerland, because No Breaks is on the country charts in Switzerland at number 4 right now. We're going to check it next week and see what that looks like, but it's getting some exposure, and it's very exciting times right now. So
appreciate everyone's support, and thank you for all the things that you've done to watch this show, watch me, and listen to all my nonsense. Once again, thank you to Rob from the Nomadic Band and spending some time with me, and look forward to talking to him again soon. I stare at a face I can't see, feel lonely and scared. How long will it be? Once it used to fill my soul with pride, all this hate without a home to call my own. Confusion, anxiety, reality, infidelity, reflections of what I want to be are distorted by an abnormality. I set my sights on reality, trying to forget the ghosts that creep my mind. Why do you come to me? All I have is a soul to give. I'll never see reality. So why do you come to me? What is this feeling that covers my soul? Without it, though, I can't if you want my everything, you have to lead me, for I can't see. Why do you come to me? All I have is a soul to give. I'll never see reality. So why do you come to me? You came and conquered my heart with your threats come pain and sorrow. They come and go like the great gray sky. I know I need them. Can I proceed? Why do you come to me? Why do you come to me? What do you want from me?
to me.
Hey, Rob, thank you for sticking around, man. I appreciate that. That is an original song that I wrote. It's called Why, and it's currently on Spotify. All right. What do I feel like today? Well, I think I feel like this one. When you got the hit, you play the hit. This song's called Every Step. Here we go.
Every day you ask yourself, did I give enough love? It's just a passing feeling, but it sure seems tough. You think about all the times you thought you'd give up, and then the feeling hits, so you make your own love. 'Cause you never really know how you can fly. 'Cause you never really know how hard you can try. And even though I'm miles away, I come along with you every day. I'll lead you through the dark, I'll be with you every step of the way. Walking through your mind, you see all the things that seem rough. You smile and laugh and play, but it's just not enough. The water's rising up again, and you just can't keep up. But you give it a go one more time, and you pick yourself up. You never really know how you can fly. 'Cause you never really know how hard you can try. And even though I'm miles away, I come along with you every day. I'll lead you through the dark, I'll be with you every step of the way. Time waits for no one, time makes a stand. You set the clock back just because you can. The days go by, you take it all in. The moment's here now, how do you begin? It's all too much, come and take my hand. You have to let go and know there's a plan. 'Cause you never really know how you can fly. 'Cause you never really know how hard you can try. And even though I'm miles away, I come along with you every day. I'll hold you up and show you the way. I take your pain and stand up and say, I'll lead you
every step of the way. 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 All right. Hey, thanks, Rob, for the nice message. I appreciate that, man. Guys, we can't forget tonight's sponsor. As always, all my friends over at Joe's Tavern and Grill, go make me a sandwich. There's game on tonight. I'm sure we're on there, waking up the neighbors, having a little fun. You guys can check us out, musicbychance.com. You can also watch tonight's broadcast on YouTube in the future. If you're watching here and you want a different source, you can go to YouTube at Video by Chance. You can also go to Twitch at Music by Chance. I've got a couple different streaming options for everybody. So, all right. What to do, what to do. By the way, if you got requests, it is Silly Thursday song night. So I'm sure we'll be getting a few of those in tonight. How does it work? What happens? You make a request, and I try and play it. Now, the only rule is, and there's really not any rules, is if I don't know the song at all, I'm not going to attempt it because, I mean, I had to have at least heard it or sort of know how it goes. Otherwise, I'm not even going to try because I'm going to screw it all up. I think I'm about 50-50 on the ones I get. Every once in a while I get one, I just completely butcher it. Every once in a while I get one, and I do okay. But with that said, we put the little tag up on the screen that says Silly Cover Song Thursday. I've never played this before, and it may be bad. That's the disclaimer. So if that comes up, you guys know what that looks like, and you know what it is. In the meantime, let's do a cover song or two and get warmed up a little bit. I'm going to do one of my favorite ones. The one's called 16 Days by Whiskey Town. Here we go. I got 16 days, one for every time I've gone away, one for every time I should have stayed, should have worn my wedding ring. I got 16 days, 15 of those are nights I can't sleep when the bed sheets fight. It's way back to your side, where the ghost has got me running. Ghost has got me running away from you, away from you, away. Where the ghost has got me running, ghost has got me running away from you, away from you, away. I got 16 names, got a bottle and a rosary. Gotta wish that you were close to me. I guess I owe you an apology. I got 16 days, 15 of those are nights we can't sleep when the bed sheets fight. It's way back to your side, where the ghost has got me running. Ghost has got me running away from you, away from you, away. Well, the ghost has got me running. Ghost has got me running away from you, away from you, away. Well, a tin cup and little paper dolls, well, all wrapped up in ribbons, bows, and hearts. Well, a tin cup and little paper dolls, We're all wrapped up the ribbons of your heart. I got 16 days, 16 days. I got 16 days. It's like a fool I'll hang. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you coming on and watching with me tonight. And welcome to everyone from across the pond. I know that Rob is traveling abroad on holiday right now with his family out in the UK, and I've been seeing a few people pop in and out, and know that we've got some visitors. So welcome, welcome all. Thank you for stopping by and checking out the program. Cheers to everybody. Oh, by the way, for those that don't know, we have another sponsor of tonight's broadcast as well. It's Sharon's Shirts and Such. So if you guys need such, or you need shirts, like that. Hit up Sharon on Instagram at Sharon's SNS for Sharon's Shirts and Such. All right. What do we feel like tonight? There's a few new ones I think I'm going to be trying just because, even if I don't play them well. I worked on a few things last night and working out some new toys. Yes. Actually, we could try one of those now. If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love, what I must do. You could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me. Well, you got your reasons, and you got your lies, and you got your manipulations, cut me down to size. Say you love, but you don't give up, but you won't. You could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love, what I must do. You could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me. Seem the road less traveled shows happiness unravel, and you gotta take a little turn to get what you want. That's what you gotta do. Say you love, you stand, give your heart when you can. You're reaching out your arm to something that's just not there. Say you love where you stand, give your heart when you can. You could
could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love, what I must do. You could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me. Sailor, but you don't give your love, but you won't. You say a prayer. Sailor, where you stand, give your heart when you can. You could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love, what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me.
What's happening out there? Lee, how you doing, my friend? And here it comes. It's already started. Really? Beauty school dropout. Go back to high school. I think I've seen Grease at least 40 times. I may remember it if I see it. Let me get one more under my belt before I start getting jacked up. And then we'll start Silly Cover Song Thursday night. Actually, before we start anything, we are going to tune this guitar. All right, here we go. A little something from one of my favorite bands. It's called Late Shift by Jacko Pierce. Know your last words, but don't call. I've been driving through a sorry night, and I hear you, dear John, through the hum of the highway on a late shift and long ride, singing, John, dear John, you got a lot to learn about loving me, and I know you try. We're just running out of time. As the rain cutting shadows through my headlights on a stretch of road between dusk and dawn. First light I lose the running fight. I stop to find the phone, singing, John, dear John, you got a lot to learn about loving me. And I know you try, we're just running out of time. We used up all our time. And I know what the silence on the wire is in the waking hours of the nameless day. And I know you can't do your love from a phone book on the highway 900 miles or so away, but you don't fret. The bottom dropping out, it'll be alright. Turn around, you just dig in, friend. Keep your powder dry. You keep your powder dry. John, dear John, you got a lot to learn about loving me. And I know you tried, you can't do it from the highway, yeah. All right. Hey, Sharon, you were commenting on YouTube. I guess you don't see those. I don't have a screen set up for that. I'm working on it. You know, I'm doing multiple things, and it's easiest for me to respond. Most people are watching on Facebook, so hey, sorry I missed that. Okay, your new toy has replaced me. No, has not. Shame on you. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. Yeah, playing a few of my favorite cover tunes. And tonight is Silly Song Thursday, where I take requests whether I know how to play them or not. Looks like I've got one up on the chart here. I got to do. Sharon, no, that is not true. As a matter of fact, I've already charted out our next song. I've been just trying to wrap up another song that another particular person we know owes me. So I think I'm going to have to skip it, and I'm going to ours. So yes, I do have one coming. I just got to finish tracking the guitar parts, get the vocals down, and I will send it to you. All right. Can't believe Lee's making me do this. Of course I can believe Lee's making me do this. He always picks the fun songs. Oh my. I actually cannot for the life of me remember how this goes. I'm going to have to listen to it. I mean, all I know is just the beauty school dropout. Ooh, graduation day for you. Beauty school dropout. Missed your midterms and funk shampoo. Well, at least you could have taken time to clean your clothes up. After spending all that dough to have the doctor fix your nose up. Baby, get moving. I don't think it's in the right key. Someone transcribed this wrong. All right, Lee. That's about all I can do. You got me on that one. All right. Let's try another one. This isn't really a, so to speak, a silly song. However, I've never played it before. Well, I take that back. I'm lying. I played it last night for practice.
There are stars in the southern sky, southward as you go. There is moonlight and moss in the trees, down the seven bridges roll. Now I have loved you like a lady, like some lonesome child, and I have loved you in a taking way, and I have loved you wild. Sometimes this part of me has to turn from here and go, running like a child from these warm stars, down the seven bridges road. There are stars in the southern sky, and if ever you decide you should go, there is a taste of time, sweet and honey, down the seven bridges road.
All right, so I'm trying out some new gadgets. Look, if I'm going to be up here playing by myself, I need to have occasionally need a little harmony to make these things a little bit better. That's a great song, but it's not nearly as cool if it doesn't have a 3-part harmony to it. I'm still working out the kinks, though. Of course, my buddy Mark reminded me last night that I'm only using 1, 2, and 3 appendages. He's a drummer. He was making fun of me. But I told him he can't sing, so there you go. All right. Rob, it's pretty cool, huh? It's a little gadget from TC Helicon. it works out pretty well. It's organic, so the more you get up on it, the more it gives. Let's see. Let's get back to another, let's do another original one. All right. This one's not been released yet, but it's going to be somewhere in the front of 2021. Not before we release Shining Through, though. Me and my friend Xavier Valdez are going to put out a new song, a collaboration that him and I have done, and that's coming out in November. And I'm excited to get ready for promotion for that and getting that out there, too. I think it's going to be a really good one for everyone. This song was written some years ago, but like I said, never had an official release. So going to redo it and put it out there again. It's called Brilliant Eyes. Your eyes are magical, they know no bounds. Through them I see things I've never found. I hope these words go from your eyes into your heart, 'cause mine's full of happiness, I got a new place to start. You enchant me, I love to listen to your voice. Your hair, your smile, my eyes have no other choice. Forgotten who I am when I'm thinking of you. Baby, I just love the way you walk into a room, and I owe this all to you. And I hope you feel the same way too. Well, it's amazing what you've done to me. I hope you can see what's going on. Inspiration's all I need, and a little nudge from above. Well, I can't explain this feeling, so it must be love. These words are true in meaning, with kindness unsurpassed. But then came you, the power has come, I can't hold back. Brilliant eyes are laid so empty, and 100 thoughts on the mend. Well, my soul was lost, the moment's captured, then you grabbed my hand. Held eternal through sight and sound, my heart is whole again. And I all to you, and I hope you feel the same way too. Well, it's amazing what you've done to me. I hope you can see what's going on. Your eyes are magical, they know no bounds. Through them I see things I've never found. I hope these words go from your eyes into your heart. I got a new place to start. Baby, I owe it all to you. It's amazing what you do. Baby, I owe it all to you. All right. Yeah, like I said, that's an original song called Brilliant Eyes, unreleased. Going to put that out first part of 2021. Season 2 is upon us, ladies and gentlemen, for Live at Chance's House. For those of you watching here locally and in the States and across the pond, welcome. I know we've got several friends that were watching the Nomadic interview with my friend Rob Gaylard. He's over there on holiday with his family and having a lot of fun, and lots of people came on and watched, and I'm so excited that we were able to share his music and get some videos out and get a little exposure for him all the way down here in Texas. So when he gets back to his nomadic ways and starts to head back out on the road, hopefully sometime next year, hopefully we're going to be able to have a chance to catch up. All right. What time is it? It's 8:30. We got plenty of time. I got at least another half hour to go. Bring the requests if you got them. I'd be more than happy to try them out and see how well I do. There are a few here and there that I've been working on. Let's do an RDO song. Now, Rob, if you're watching still, I played a video in between your interview and me playing live. And I'm also part of a country southern rock project called Red Dirt Outlaws. We have a single right now called No Breaks. That's what the video was for. And it got played on FM radio here locally, and it is currently number 4 on the country music charts in Switzerland. So that's pretty exciting. It got to start somewhere, and we found that and thought, wow, that's pretty amazing. So hopefully it keeps spreading and the word keeps getting out there, and we're looking forward to 2021 as well, so we can maybe start getting out and playing a little bit ourselves. This is a song that was written for the Red Dirt Outlaws. It is called Overtime. Songs written by our friend Bill Filson. Here we go. Better friend I ever had, a gentle giant I called my dad. He taught me how to be a man. Overtime, strong and firm in what he said. Tough love still fills my head. He said, be anything you want to be, son. Overtime, overtime, I'll be looking at life just like he did. Overtime, I set the bar high just like he did. Overtime, I see my dad and me and my kids just like he did. Overtime. He challenged me to be myself, never mimic nobody else, be the best that I can be. Overtime, he taught me failing is not a crime. Keep on trying, get back in line. It's a sweet victory, it'll come again. Overtime, overtime, I'll be looking at life just like he did. Overtime, I set the bar high just like he did. Overtime, I see my dad and me and my kids just like he did. Overtime, not a day goes by I don't think of him. He's like a song that never fails to make me smile. And overtime, I'll be looking at life just like he did. Overtime, I set the bar high just like he did. Overtime, I see my dad and me and my kids just like he did. Overtime, just like he did. over time. All right. A little something there from RDO, the Red Dirt Outlaws is what we go by. While I got RDO on the brain, let's play another one from the Red Dirt Outlaws. This one was written by our friends Chip Martin and Will Rambo. Now, Chip Martin was one of the also writers with Craig Lackey that wrote No Breaks. So cheers to them for getting our band some great songs. So here's a little something. This one is called Real. Well, I don't come from money, and I don't think it's funny when I look around the lies that we've been sold. When I see the people grabbing for things that ain't worth having, and they only end up in a deeper hole. Well, give me something that will satisfy my soul. Give me real like a $100, real like the blue in my collar, real as a calloused hand and an honest smile, real like the love of a mother, real like the bond of a brother, real as the cry of a newborn child. Well, I'm tired of being on the wrong end of the deal. Give me real. Yeah, I hear all the bitching from all the politicians, but that talking smack don't put gas in my tank. Well, give me something I can take to the bank. Give me real like a $100, real like the blue in my collar, real as a calloused hand and an honest smile, real like the love of a mother, real like the bond of a brother, real as the cry of a newborn child. Well, I'm tired of being on the wrong end of the deal. Give me real. Real. Like a $100, real. Like the blue in my collar, real as a calloused hand and an honest smile. Real like the love of a mother, real like the bond of a brother, real as the cry of a newborn child. I'm tired of being on the wrong end of the deal. Sick and tired of being on the wrong end of the deal. Give me real. All right. Couple of original songs from me, couple of original songs from my other project, Red Dirt Outlaws. Check us out at rdoband.com. If you want to hear more tunes and what they sound like, you can get them on the media page at rdoband.com. And you can also check out the single No Breaks on Spotify if you go look up Red Dirt Outlaws. All right. What are we doing? Thanks, Rob. I appreciate you sticking around and kind of checking things out. That's awesome, man. I can't wait till we get a chance to talk again. We got a lot to talk about, by the way. Sounds like we got to do some stuff. Maybe we're going to be writing a song, too. Who knows? I don't know. I've already done it once on Instagram. I can do it again. All right, what are we doing here? There's a tune from, I mean, you might as well have called him a one-hit wonder. But the whole album that this song came off of was actually fantastic. And then they did like one other album and it didn't do so well. And they kind of went away in obscurity. But needless to say, it's one of my favorite songs. And here you go. The song's called Counting Blue Cars by a band called Dishwalla. Must have been mid-afternoon. Well, I could tell by how far the child shall stretched out, and he walked with purpose in his sneakers. Down the streets he had many questions, like children often do. He said, tell me all your thoughts on God. Tell me, am I very far? It must have been late afternoon. On our way, the sun broke free from the clouds. We count only blue cars, skip the cracks in the streets, and ask many questions like children often do. We said, tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'd really like to meet her and ask her why we're who we are. Tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'm on my way to see her. So tell me, am I very far? It's getting cold, pick up the pace. How our shoes make hard noises in this place. Our clothes are stained We pass many cross-eyed people ask many questions like children often do. Tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'd really like to meet her and ask her why, when, who we are. Tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'm on my way to see her. So tell me, am I very far? Am I very far now? Am I very far now? Am I very far now? Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, everybody, thanks for coming out to Live at Chance's house. For those of you just joining in, my name is Chance Munsterman, and tonight's show is brought to you by Joe's Tavern and Grill, where everybody knows your name, especially Jimmy's. Tonight's show is also brought to you by Sharon's Shirts and Such, for all of your shirts and such. Check her out on Instagram at Sharon's SNS, or you can go to Sharon's Shirts and Such on Facebook. What are we going to do? Requests can happen. If I know them, I'll try them. For Silly Cover Song Thursday. All right, what else can we do? You got to be crazy. You gotta have a real need. Gotta sleep on your toes when you're on the streets. You got to be able to pick up the easy meat with your eyes closed. And you gotta move in silent. You got to strike when the moment is right without thinking. After a while, you can work on punch the style. Like club tie, a firm handshake, a sudden look in the eye with an easy smile. Have to be trusted, people let you lie to. When they turn their backs on you, you'll get the chance to put the knife in. You've got to keep one eye looking over your shoulder. It's hard to get harder, harder and harder as you're getting older. And in the end you'll pack up, fly down south, hide your head in the sand. Just another sad old man, all alone, dying of cancer. control. You reap the harvest you have sown. And as the fear grows, the band blows, slows, and turns to stone. And it's too late to lose the weight you used to need to go round. So have a good drown as you go down all alone, dragged down by the stones. Gotta admit, I'm a little bit confused. Sometimes it seems to me as I'm just being used. Gotta stay away, gotta try and shake it off. It's creeping malaise. And if you don't stand your own ground, how can I find my way out of this maze? Depth I'm blind. You could just keep on pretending that everyone's expendable and no one has a real friend. And it seems that your thing to do be to isolate the winner. Everything's done under the sun, and you believe the heart's a killer. Chain, who was given a pat on the back, who was breaking away from the pack, who was the only stranger at home, who was ground down in the end, who was found dead on the phone, who was dragged down by the stone. Dragged down by the stone. That is definitely a first. I did not click on the silly cover song Thursday because I thought maybe I could do it. It is the first time I've ever played it, though, so for those of you guys that don't know it, because it missed all the great guitar solos, that was Dogs from Pink Floyd. The album was Animals. Man, I would love to play that song live. Hey, thanks, Brett. Somehow I think my little magic box might come into play with that somehow. Who was born down House of Pain? Who was trained not to spit in the fan? Something like that. Wrong key, but you get the idea. All right. East, bound, and down. You know what, Jimmy? I would tell you that this one was for you, but it's not. Lee, I got to tell you, I almost don't even know if I remember how to do this song now. I'm going to have the other one stuck in my head forever. Here we go. Well, I'm eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. But we going to do what they say can be done. We got a long way to go, and it's short time to get there. Well, I'm eastbound and watch your bandit run. Well, keep your foot hard on the pedal, so never mind them brakes. Let it all hang out, 'cause we got a run to make. The boys are thirsty in Atlanta, and there's a beer in Texarkana, and we'll bring it back no matter what it takes. Well, I'm eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gon' do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go, and it's short time to get there. Well, I'm eastbound and watch your bandit run. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gon' do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go, and it's short time to get there. Well, I'm eastbound and watch your bandit run. Well, those smokers got his ears on your trail. He ain't gonna rest till you're in jail. So you gotta dodge it, you gotta duck him, you gotta keep that diesel trucking. And just put that hammer down and give him hell. I'm eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gon' do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go, and it's short time to get there. Well, I'm eastbound and watch your bandit run. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gon' do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go, and it's short time to get there. Well, I'm eastbound and watch your bandit run. Well, I'm burning 20s down. My team is really sucking. Oh, man. Where are we at? Where are we at? What can I do here? Let's see here. Some of the... I know what I can do. Money talks, it don't sing and dance and it don't walk. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans. and honey sweet, but ain't nothing next to baby's tree. If you pardon me, I'd like to say we'll do okay forever in blue jeans. Maybe tonight by the fire, all alone, you and I. Nothing's around but the sound of your heart and your sighs. And money talks, but it can't sing and dance and it can't walk. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans, yeah. And honey sweet, but ain't nothing next to baby's tree. And if you pardon me, I'd like to say we'll do okay forever in blue jeans, babe. Maybe tonight, all alone by the fire, you and I. With nothing around but the sound of my heart and your thighs. Yeah, money talks, but it don't sing and dance and it don't walk. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans, babe. If you pardon me, I'd like to say we'll do okay forever in blue jeans, babe. Here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans, babe. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans, yeah. All right. Lee, I don't know the song, brother. I know who Cody Jinks is. You got to remember, rock guy, got into a Southern rock country band, didn't listen to a whole lot of it. Some of it, and I'm listening to a few songs, and I've heard Cody Jinks songs, but I couldn't tell you which Cody Jinks song was his hit, or which one was his better song, or which one came on his second album. I couldn't tell you anything. If I heard him on the radio, to be honest with you, I'm not sure I would know who he was. I'm trying. I'm just now getting to some of that stuff. I play it. It just doesn't mean that I necessarily listen to it all the time either. So I tell you what, though. It's in the list. I'll put it down, and I'll go listen to it, and I'll learn it for you next week. I did that with Simple Man, so I'll do it with this one, because if you say it's a good song, I bet it is. So cheers to everyone. Thanks for coming out tonight. Live at Chance's house, Season 2. My name is Chance Munsterman, and thank you for being here earlier tonight. Hope you guys caught it, but if not, you can catch the replays here on YouTube or on Twitch. You can check out the interview with my friend Rob from the Nomadic Band. He's got some great songs and great videos. Hey, check out the replay. Hope you guys enjoy it. The gallery is quiet tonight. Either the football game is kicking ass and everybody's watching that, or I'm doing okay. I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'm going to try it. I like playing this song, but I might be able to spruce it up a little bit with little effects. I'm got to make sure I got the key right, though. Don't think sorry's easily said. Don't try turning tables instead. You've taken lots of chances before, but I ain't gonna give any more. Believe me, don't ask the wise. Part of me knows what you're thinking. Don't say words you're gonna regret. Don't let fire rush to your head. I've heard the accusation before, and I ain't gonna take any more. Believe me, the sun in your eyes made all the lies worth believing. I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools that can cheat you blind. And I don't need to see anymore to know that I can read your mind. 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 Don't leave false illusions behind. Don't cry, 'cause I ain't changing my mind. So find another fool like before, 'cause I ain't gonna live anymore believing some of the lies, while all of the signs are deceiving. I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools, can cheat you blind. And I ain't gonna see anymore to know that I can read your mind. 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 I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. Can read your mind. Maker of rules, dealing with fools, can cheat you blind. And I don't need to see anymore to know that I can read your mind. I can read your mind. I can read your mind, looking at you. Wasted years by who, Brett? Sorry about Maiden? No. Was that a request from JD or you? No. I'm not getting that many requests, but the ones I'm getting I definitely can't play, so I'm like 0 for nothing right now. Yep, Maiden. Very cool. So you get to see me twice, or you got something else you're watching too? Maybe Emerald live up here and live at Chance's house down here. A little picture-in-picture. That's awesome. Think about how many times. All right, I think this might work. I just thought of a new one and I can play with my toy and see what it works. We'll see. Whatever. Got out of town on a boat, going southern islands, sailing the reach for the following sea. She was making for the trades on the outside, and on the downhill run to Papatee Bay. Off the wind on this head lies the Marquesas. We got 80 feet of water line, nicely making way. And the Rosy Bar in Avalon tried to call you, but on a midnight watch I realized twice you ran away. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices calling. Heaven brought you and me, cannot be forgotten. And I have been around the world, looking for that woman, girl, who knows love can endure, and you know will, and you know it will. When you see the Southern Cross for the first time, you understand now why you came this way. 'Cause the truth you might be running from is so small, but it's as big as the promise of a coming day. So I'm sailing from tomorrow, my dreams are dying, and my love is an anchor tied with a silver chain. I have my flag and all her flags are flying. She's all that I have, music is her name. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices calling. Heaven brought you and me, cannot be forgotten. And I have been around the world, looking for that woman, girl, who knows love can endure, and you know will, and you know it will. So we cheated and we lied and we tested, never failed to fail, was the easiest thing to do. Survive, be invested. Someone fine will come along, forget about loving you in the Southern Cross. All right, I'd take a little practice, but I'll have to listen back to that. I'm not sure how well that played off, but it sounded cool in my headphones. I don't know if I did it that well, but it's a good song. Hey, all right. Thanks for the feedback, Brett. I'll practice it and make sure. You know, I'm only using 3 appendages, so I'm at a disadvantage, unlike Mark. He can play air drums like nobody's business, though, I'll tell you what. Ooh. Interesting pick. The GIMP requests Ventura Highway. All right. All right. All right, silly cover song Thursday. I have never played this song before, I promise. But I kind of know it, so I mean, it shouldn't be a big deal. Let's see. Chewing on a piece of grass, walking down the road. Tell me, how long you gonna stay here, Joe? Some people say this town don't look so good in the snow. You don't care, but I know. Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. And the days surround you and your daylight there. Seasons crying, no despair. Alligator lizards in the air. In the air. Do-do, do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Wish on a falling star, waiting for the early train. Sorry boy, but I've been hit by purple rain. Oh, come on now, Joe, you can always change your name. Thanks a lot, song, just stay the same. Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. There you go, I know. Those are free rain blowing through your hair, and the day surrounds your daylight there. Seasons crying, no despair. Alligators, lizards in the air. In the air. All right. I need to work that one up. Silly cover song Thursday, first time, but that is a keeper. I forgot how much I like that song. I need to tighten it up, though, because I think I missed a note or two, but cheers. Great choice, Brett. What time is it? 9:24. Wow, time flies. Thanks, Brett. All right. I think I got time for one more, and we're going to call it a night. Unless you've got a suggestion, and then I can maybe do two more. Let's see. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, I'll tighten it up, man. That was a good one. All right, I'm having a little fun tonight, so I'm going to try a little bit more of that classic Eagles sound and see if I can replicate this a little bit here. Get in the right key, Chance. That'll help. I got a peaceful, easy feeling. Maybe it's in G. I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing. Nope, I'll have to work on it. Well, damn. I thought I was going to be able to pull that off. On the ground. I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down. Close enough. Let's do this. Well, I like the way sparkling earrings lay against your skin. It's so brown, and I want to sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a billion stars all around. 'Cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. I found out a long long time ago. What a woman can do to your soul. Oh, but she can't take you anyway. You don't already know how to go. And I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. I get this feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend. Well, this voice keeps whispering in my other ear, tells me I may never see you again. 'Cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing. I'm already standing. Yes, I'm already standing on the ground. Well, that's what I get for not figuring out the key before I started playing it. But that's okay. All right. Let's do one more that I know, and then we'll call it a night, because I don't want to end on that. Happening. I am Superman, and I can do anything. You don't really love that guy you make it now with, do you? I know you don't love that guy, 'cause I can see right through you. I am Superman, and I know what's happening. I am Superman, and I know what's happening. If you go a million miles away, I'll track you down, girl. Trust me when I say I know the pathway to your heart. go a million miles away, I'll track you down, girl. Trust me when I say I know the pathway to your heart. I am Superman, and I know what's happening. 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 All right, everybody, thanks for sticking around and being here tonight live at Chance's house. My name is Chance Munsterman. Hope you guys had a great time tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. For more information about what I'm doing, what's happening in my world, you can go to musicbychance.com. Find me on Instagram at musicbychance. You can watch on YouTube at Video by Chance. You can go to Twitch at Music by Chance. You can go to Facebook at Music by Chance Official. There's all kinds of stuff. If you go to the one-stop shop, which is the .com, you'll be doing just fine. For more information about the band RDO, Red Dirt Outlaws, go to rdoband.com. Don't forget, on Monday nights, Universal Remote is back with Devin Pike. Check it out. It's at 9 p.m. on twitch.tv/thatdevinguy, or you can go to universalremote.tv or baconsamurai.tv. Either way, you can check it out. You look up Universal Remote and Devin Pike, and you won't be able to miss it. Sundays, we have my friend Rob and his two podcasts, The Cheap Podcast and The Clubhouse Podcast. That's at 5:30 and 6:30, respectively, on Sundays on Vocal Now, VOKAL now.com. Vocal, VOKAL now.com. Thank you again to my special guest tonight, Rob Gaylard from the Nomadic Band. And what a great interview. What a great time. He's just got such great songs, and I'm really excited that I had a chance to meet him, and looking forward to getting to know him better and maybe even doing something in the future with him. He's a fantastic artist and all around just really genuinely nice guy, and it was a heck of a time for me to get to interview him and spend the last couple of weeks getting to know him. So anyway, you guys have a great night. We'll see you as always next time, and have a great night. Good night.
I'm gonna walk from the place where I come from. Well, I'm gonna walk and leave you behind. I'm gonna walk 'cause you made me love you. I can't believe I go so far away, so far away. But it lets me ease my mind. At the mountain I let myself go. The mountain listens, the mountain knows. Well, you're gonna walk 'cause you say you love me. You're gonna walk and leave me alone. I let you roam, you soon realize I've got another place to go. She doesn't play any games. She doesn't